My name is Iwayan Budiharta, NIM 23055110046. So, I will explain about destructive and non-destructive test methods in concrete testing. Abstract. In the construction sector, concrete is an important material and is used both as the main material and a supporting material for construction. The use of concrete as a civil building construction option is more widely now compared to other construction materials such as wood and steel. In testing the strength of concrete, there are methods including or non-destructive destructive tests and those that competently they make the competently things being tested or destructive tests. NDT or non-destructive tests or what can also be called non-destructive testing. As the name suggests, this test is carried out without damaging the material when inspecting an object. This test is carried out to determine, damage, and maintain the material contained in the object. Manual DT or destructive test which as the name suggests, means testing by destroying the material aims to test the performance of the material of an object. This activity is very likely to damage the object being tested. Background: Indonesia is one of the continents with constantly interesting construction development in the construction sector. Concrete is an important material and is used both as the main material and as a supporting material for construction. The use of concrete as a civil building construction option is more widely known compared to other construction materials such as wood and steel. The choice to use concrete as a construction material is because concrete has several advantages that other materials do not have, including concrete being relatively cheap because the construction materials are obtained from local materials. Easily to work on and maintain, easily to save according to needs, resistance to weather change, more resistance to fire and corrosion. The strength of concrete is influenced by several factors including the nature of the construction material, the age of the concrete, the density, the density of the concrete, and so on. According to Joko Di Mulyo, concrete is brittle, so it has high compressive strength but low tensile strength. Even though the tensile strength of concrete is low, tensile strength testing needs to be carried out to determine the propagation and structure of cracks in the concrete. Problem formulation. What are the testing methods for concretes? purpose to find out the testing method using concrete competed with CTM or compression testing methods and a test hammer. Definition of concrete. Concrete is mixture consisting of sand, gravel, crushed stone, or other aggregators mixed together with a paste made of cement and water to form a rock-like mass. Concrete testing methods. Number one, destructive test. Destructive test is a test that damages the test object. The sample is pressed until it breaks and data on concrete compression strength and mechanical properties is obtained. The testing equipment used in the method is a CTM or compression testing magnet. This tool, this tool is used to determine the compressive strength and modulus of elasticity of constraint. Concrete must be designed in mixture proportion to produce the requirement Arafat compressive strength construction. At the construction implementation stage, the concrete mixture for which the mixture has been designed must be produced in such a way as to minimize the frequency of constraint with a compressive strength lower that, than that required. Number two, non-destructive test. Non-destructive testing is a material testing technique without damaging the test object. This test is carried out to ensure that the material used is still safe and has not exceeded the damage tolerance limit. In the world of civil engineering, the non-destructive test that is commonly used is the hammer test. Hammer test is a tool for checking concrete quality without damaging the concrete. This tool is very sensitive to surface condition and variation in hardness on the concrete surface. For example, the presence of reinforcing steel parties in certain parts near the surface means the reading will be very different. Therefore, several tests are required at each test location. The result of which are they offered and in general hammer tests are not recommended to be carried out on concrete less than 7 days old. Non-destructive test or NDT is an analysis technique carried out to evaluate a material without damaging the function of the test object. The following is an example of NDT: radiography test, magnetic particle inspection or dye penetrance test, ultrasonic flow director, vacuum test, and holiday director. Conclusion. So it can be concrete that concrete is one of the important materials used in construction. Concrete is a composite material which is composed of three main constituents, namely cement, aggregated, aggre- aggregate, and water. Where concrete has a less compressive strength, while its tensile strength is small. But before the concrete material hardens, the concrete mixture is a plastic mixture, so we often call this condition concrete workability. In this test, there are two methods, including NDT or non-destructive test and DT destructive test. Of these two methods, there are advantages and disadvantages. In general, NDT or non-destructive test is a test that does not damage the material when inspecting an object. This test is carried out to determine damage and maintain the material contained in the object. Meanwhile, DT or destructive test is a test the damaged material with the aim of testing the material performance of an object. This activity is very likely to damage the object being tested. These two methods are used to determine the compressive strength values of the concretes.